something I'm interested in kind of like knowing in terms of like the story and what it was like when you were introducing this to the world of HubSpot, right? Is like I can totally look at this and like see like, hey, this very much feels like a bit of a disruptor in the space of hiring help for HubSpot, which for all this time has very much been call support, and if that doesn't work, go hire a partner, right? And it's like very much been like set in stone that way for a very long time. Like maybe yeah, if you were able to find a guy, you knew a guy, like you know, you could do it, but you know, very much the motion was go to the partner directory, find someone in there, or like get a recommendation from someone and work with a certified HubSpot partner to do XYZ, right? And I could probably understand that there were some partners looking at this that maybe like the status quo, like that system, like that, you know, sort of limited paths that people had in order to kind of get help through HubSpot. Did you guys like get any, like, what was the reaction from partners when you started to talk to them about this stuff? Was there any that pushed back, or any that doubted it, or any that like didn't, you know, enjoy the idea that like it would become easier to hire folks that weren't HubSpot partner like agencies, right?
Yeah.
Like obviously you don't got to give any names, but like what was that reaction? Was it mixed? Was they all on board? Like,
Yeah, no, I think Jason mentioned earlier, like pleasant surprises. I think we were pleasantly surprised by the reception. Like,
really?
I think that we are also an enabler. I think we have lots of partners that are coming to us saying like, hey, you know, how could we take advantage of Profoundly? Like we have needs and so forth, both in terms of people expertise that they need, or planned or unplanned leave that is happening that they need to fill, all these different use cases that help partners scale better and cost effectively and all the things. So I think that's been a really pleasant surprise for us that we can help them. And then also there are things that partners just don't want to do. There are things that they're not purpose built to sort of accommodate. And, you know, we offer the ability to help them with those things. In many instances, that allows them to maintain that relationship with that customer. And so again, it's a key way for them to scale. So yeah, I think the reception has been really positive.
Yeah. Yeah, Max, it's a great question because it could have gone differently.
Yeah.
Right? It could have been different, but I've been so happily surprised, and we've been so pleasantly surprised that look, a bunch of our earliest customers were partners.
Yeah.
Come to us basically saying, well, look, this appears like an awesome way to expand my bandwidth to serve end HubSpot customers if we get crazy busy and I need additional bandwidth, or if we take on a project that has some really specific, nuanced dev requirement.
Yep.
And I can't possibly make the argument that I should have that person full time.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
fantastic. Come grab a pro and get the project done.
Yeah, I think I was envisioning, you know, some shadowy figures sliding a note under your door from the partner industrial complex, being like, "Keep things status quo. We don't like what you're doing." But like, I think the thing that I didn't think of, right, is like, you know, it feels like not only are customers looking for these people, but like partners are too, just as much as a HubSpot customer would be, right? So that's a really interesting kind of angle that I didn't quite view it from before we talked through it. Yeah.
I'll give you an example. Like one of our first customers was a partner who was like, hey, I need some additional, you know, pre-sales support from an expert in this particular area. Like I'll do the BDR demand gen sort of thing, but when I get on a phone call with a customer and they need to go deep on HubSpot, like I need that person. And we were able to supply an expert who could do that. And it like massively allowed that partner to scale.
Yeah.
You know, and that wasn't, I think, a use case that we necessarily had in mind in the beginning. But it's been a really popular one for us. And on the flip side, on the servicing side, like we have very established, let's say, partners who need nuanced expertise. And like, I mean, let's face it, the platform again is growing and it's complex and it's great. We had a partner work with one of the experts to do something for an integration that they couldn't do on their own. It's wild. It's wild. These experts are like pros. They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
So-
for sure. And it gives us the ability, like we helping individual HubSpot experts thrive and helping HubSpot solutions partners thrive, not mutually exclusive. Like those two things can
Mhm.
absolutely be true in the same sentence. So to Brian's point, we can help partners expand bandwidth and skill, and we can also absolutely help them say yes to more business, right? Partners
Mhm.
are crazy busy. And, if we're talking plainly about it, there are lots of partners that are going to have to say no to smaller projects because of course they have to, right?
Yeah.
Like if it's not a 10K a month retainer, then it may not be the right fit for certain partners.
Mhm.
And part of what Profoundly offers is like, well, why? Stop saying no, say yes, grab a pro, enable them to fulfill the business. And great, now you've driven some revenue and unlocked the lifetime value from that customer or that client who you were about to turn away. Stop
Yeah.
saying no to business.